Siemanko, witam was na moim kanale. Przed nami nowa seria z gry Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Od razu się przyznaję, że nie miałem styczności z tą grą wcześniej, nie grałem w jedynkę. Ale są dobre opinie. Początek XV wieku, Królestwo Czech pustoszy wojna. Surdol 1430.
Keep firing! Don't stop! We need more arrows! I need help here, damn it! You, grab whatever you can and get up top!
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep!
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others. Look out! Godwin! Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move! Order!
Have you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze.
Trebuchet! Get ready! Take cover! Now! Form up!
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
No okej. Widzę, że potrzebne
Godwin!
z grubej rury.
Get up there quick! We have to repel them!
Dobra.
Shoot him!
Dobra, jak się teraz z tego strzelą.
I'll knock it down!
Okej. Dobre jest. Dawaj, dawaj, szybciej. Dobra, to idziemy na dół. No idź, idź.
Get over here with that crossbow and join the line. Don't let them hack their way through!
What the fuck are they waiting for? Pour fire onto them!
Burn, you fuckers! Let's hope this slows them down.
Okej.
Get ready for another attack! This won't stop them! Die! Godwin, draw your sword and follow me!
Za dowódcą. Suchym czartem. To jest on? Ja, to jest on. Okej. Super, nawet to jakoś poszło.
Don't let them climb up! Knock it down!
I've been hit.
Don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you rat. Jesus. We're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. And the most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Everyone to the tower!
Na razie więcej filmików niż grania. Kilka tygodni wcześniej.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, you rat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Harry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Auden, whatever. What does it actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Berghoff and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world. Meet new women. And simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir. Trotsky.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Berghoff must be made of money. Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Pomów Staszkiem. Wybierz jedną z odpowiedzi.
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me. You hear? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important
Nie
document.
za bardzo
No,
wyglądała
I
realistycznie.
intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
Jezus, w ogóle nie wiem co on do mnie gada, nie?
I'll take your silence as agreement. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it
Skupiłem się na
looking
czym
down
innym,
in the
a...
back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Ptaszek.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Old Oat's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
I zaś filmik.
Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Berghoff's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, we'll stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Hanush of Lipa.
Jezu, co się tam dzieje z tą wodą?
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa.
Masakra jakoś.
And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas. While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund. So it would appear we are enemies.
Nieźle.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry. From Skalitz.
Jaki masz styl gry? Okej, zobaczmy. Zwiadowca lubi krycie. Okej, co by tu teraz wybrać? Dobra, dajemy to. Jestem doradcą.
I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered
Ja
everyone.
pierdzielę, co się dzieje z tą grą?
Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Perswazja. Retoryka, charyzma, rycerskość, wymuszenie, dominacja, przerażenie. No okej, zobaczymy. Dajemy to.
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. Once more, I assure you we have no evil intentions. You can escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained there. That we can guarantee.
Very well.
Sorry about the cold reception. We must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
Zobaczcie, co planuje pan Jan. Dobra.
Be quiet, you flea-bitten hound. Henry,
Piesek
whistle
szczekał,
at that
przywołaj
muzzle
psa.
to stop barking.
Come here! What's all the fuss about, Matt?
Okay.
Are you that hungry?
How many times do
All
I have
right,
to tell you?
I'll see what I can
ain't
get for you.
playing with you.
Menu gracza, informacje ogólne. Dobra. Edytuj pas, wyrzuć. No dobra, wszystko wyjdzie w trakcie. Dobra. Sobie można zmieniać strój, dobra. Inwentarz. Kuźwa, trochę tego tu jest. Dziennik. Aha, okej, dobra, to tu mamy zadania główne. Znajdź opcjonalnie. Znajdź orzechowi coś do jedzenia i nakarm go. Dowiecie, co planuje pan Jan. Dobra. Poboczne, okej, wszystko, zadanie wykonane. Jest mapa. Dobra, na razie tyle. Zbliżanie. Gracz. Rękodzieło i kodeks.
Why not?
Because you cheat.
I do not.
Huh? And how come you always win then,
Znajdź
eh?
orzechowi coś do jedzenia i nakarm go.
Well then, Henry.
I always win, because you always lose.
Very droll.
Seriously though, Conrad, my old mate. Roll a few, eh?
No.
Macie tu jakieś jedzenie do psa.
Hey, Conrad, one little game, eh?
Leave me alone. I know you only too well. It's all one little game. And then you go and take my last groschen.
Dobra, tu się skacze.
This is boring. Why don't we carry on to the foothill of Trotsky? They must have a tavern there. A fellow could have a game there.
Give over, Tankard. There'll be time enough for the tavern after we deliver the letter.
Półka. Czekaj, piesek, zaraz coś ci tu damy do jedzenia. O, proszę.
Listen, would you have some scraps for a mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Come on, Oath. We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Those sausages of yours are only fit for a dog anyway.
For Christ's sake, stop giving me a hard time. I'll have you know that sausage is fucking good. But neither you nor your dog will get to taste it.
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice, and if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right back. If you can get it back, I'll be glad to give you that sausage.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Odzyskaj od kufla pierścień owsa. Ja pierdzielę. Mogę dać takie owsa, żeby był problem z głowy. Dobra, pozbieramy sobie troszkę jedzenia. Tu grał w te kości. Kufel, no to jest on.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. What about that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you'll pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky. All right? Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones.
Pomoc. Podstawowe zasady. Przebieg gry. Poniżej znajdują się wszystkie kombinacje kości oraz ich wartości punktowe. Głowa diabła działa jak Joker, dodając jedną wartość do dowolnej kombinacji kości. Okej. No dobra, no co, no próbujemy. Dobra.
Well, that's no great loss.
Nie, no nie
You
wierzę
didn't
w
have
to.
much anyway. I'm throwing so well, I'll use up my luck for a whole
To jest
week.
niemożliwe.
Here. Aye, that'll do. My God, I'm done.
I jak tu grać? Jak tu z nim wygrać teraz? O,
You must have a damn
ale
good eyes.
cufal, ja nie mogę.
You played well. What's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring.
Dobra, koniec rozmowy. Dzięki za grę. Dzięki za obrączkę.
It seems Tankard can't tell a 5 from a 6. I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard. Ha! You're a dab hand, Henry. Thanks. Will you give it to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break her broom over my back.
What will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage? It's venison.
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
L1 i nakarm X.
Here you go. Take it.
Shit.
Dobra, piesek se je. A my musimy znaleźć... Kogo my to mieli znaleźć? Jan, dobra, to wiecie co planuje Jan. Jan Ptaszek.
Henry!
Okay.
Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
It looked for a while like we'd be charging at each other.
I must say, I wasn't expecting that bastard to start on me.
Yeah, I could tell.
But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hanush had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit? After that long journey. With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Dobra, moment. No okej.
So, shall we start?
Do you think we're gonna fight with our cocks? Put on your helmet and armor, grab a practice sword and come along.
Jezus, nie umie się tu. Dobra. starczy, co?
Can we start with the sword play?
You've got your armor. Good. I won't hold back. Ready?
Okej.
Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, I'll take the lead. Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me.
Ah!
Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Well, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. Nice. That's the way. Good.
Dobra.
Cover, for Christ's sake. Why don't you cover
To czemu on
yourself?
nie blokuje? Kurwa.
Why don't you cover yourself? That's the way. Good.
The clash of
Okej,
blades.
trzeba to
That's
wyczuć.
enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh?
Okej.
You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Nice, Henry.
Okej.
No! You only block after I start swinging. Too soon. Nice. But what about a riposte?
Dobra.
Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it.
Dwa
I just
następne
follow up a
się
perfect block
zaatakują
immediately
się
with a
dobra.
strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. You have to follow up with a strike. Good, Henry.
Okej.
Nice.
Dobra, jeszcze raz.
Well, hey, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then. No, no, that way I can block you easily. Ha! Got ya. Ah. Oh, nice, Henry. Ah. Oh, I was too slow. Nice. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake.
Okej.
Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. and let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
All right, 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself! Your first hit! All square again. Well done.
Dobra, odpocznij trochę.
All square again. Well done. How do you do it?
Dobra.
How do you do it? Fuck me! Fuck me! Ow! Kurwa! Fuck me! Fuck me! Fuck me! Fuck me! How do you do it?
Enough.
And it's
I
done.
yield.
And you've had it. I say the victor is clear. I'll get my winnings from you later. Now it's time to eat. Oh, that swordplay has given me quite an appetite. Let's get some grub.
Dobra. Idziemy coś zjeść.
So who won, gentlemen?
That's obvious, isn't it? Henry learned a lesson or two, and I won our bet. At least I'll have someone to buy me drinks in the tavern. It was almost like that time in Rattay.
That time we had a wager for your bow. How did it actually end up?
Henry, that was no time ago at all. Did you get a bang in the head? And of course, I won.
So much has happened since then. It feels like an eternity.
God's truth. We had no lack of excitement. Anyway, I kicked your ass because I'm a master with a bow.
Indeed. Almost as good as with your tongue.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
Dragging you apart was great fun. You were shit-faced, he was foaming at the mouth, and she was screaming like mad.
I was watching from the table, and I have to say, Henry, you dodged him pretty well. Did you catch a blow at all?
Aye, but nothing worth talking about.
He doesn't go down easy.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
I don't know. Nothing happened between us.
Nothing?
No.
I don't get it. A nice lass like that.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
I needed a bit of peace and quiet. I had a stroll around, checking out what plants grow here, praying for the success of our mission. Then I came back.
At last someone with some sense who's not in a hurry all the time.
If I always had to think everything over, but...
I wouldn't have rolled in the hay with so many girls if I spent my time just thinking about it.
Thanks for the prayer, anyway.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
I've already told you all I know. Von Berghoff is a very important nobleman, the royal chamberlain. He administers the country for the king, collects taxes. It's like this. There's the king, then him, then a very big gap, and then me. And we are envoys sent to offer him an alliance.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
And that sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
Ah, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated. And let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state. Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages.
So, here, I intend to live a little.
Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old balls.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans!
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans!
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer.
Przykucni w trzcinach.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Henry, come to me, or they'll stop you.
Dobra, Janek.
Hear that singing?
My sobie tu na razie zakończymy odcineczek.
Come here, or they'll see you.
Dzięki za oglądanie. Zapraszam na kolejne odcinki z tej serii.
Stick to me, you blockhead.
Mam nadzieję, że się będzie fajnie grało i oglądało. Do następnego.